Unpopular class history, the term redneck is actually about labor rights and sticking it to corrupt business. Where I grew up, being called a redneck was a point of pride, but then when I moved to college and have moved around since doing my work as an applied psychologist, it's been seen as an insult. So where does the term come from? It actually refers to a multicultural group of West Virginians, black, white, and immigrant. In the early 1900s, many coal mine owners were very corrupt and pocketing what today would be hundreds of thousands of dollars at the expense of the literal lives of their workers. It was so bad that it's documented that one man said he joined the army during World War I because he thought he had a better chance of surviving than working in a coal mine. The workers had enough and they joined together to protest for their rights, and because they were such a multicultural group, they wore red bandanas around their necks to identify themselves, and thus they called themselves the Redneck Army. Not only is it rare to see that kind of unity by today's standards, but that was about 60 years after the end of the Civil War and mere months after the Tulsa attack in Oklahoma, just a few states over. So it was extremely rare to see such a united multicultural group at that time. Mining towns at that time were absolutely racially segregated, but the coal mine owners made the workers live together. So they had an opportunity to see what they had in common, and the common issue was the coal mine owners. The Redneck Army went on strike, and there was even a super bloody battle, the bloodiest in our labor history in the U.S., the Battle of Blair Mountain, where 10,000 workers were marching, and they were met with 2,000 private mercenaries who also had planes to drop bombs on them. Eventually, the miners had to surrender in that battle, but by the 1930s, they had won more labor rights and had most of all, the mines were safer. And when they had their unions, they made participants take an oath of no discrimination based on race or color. So victory wasn't immediate, but this was life-changing for many of them. And it proves a point that we know is still true today, that there's nothing scarier to a corrupt person of power than a group of rednecks who can see past bigotry and fight them instead of each other. When people start uniting across race and class lines, it is a repeat pattern in history for the people in power to try to segregate them so they don't see that they have in common similar sources of evil. This is why Jim Crow laws popped up right after the end of the Civil War. Remember that knowing our past is the only way to build a better future. And my fellow rednecks, remember who you are.